Hello and welcome. You're watching Market Today. I'm Sakshi Batra, and on this show, we discuss everything about the stock markets and what kind of a trade can you expect for the day. But before that, you must know what kind of a market opening have we seen already. Well, the benchmarks have slipped with a gap down opening start for the benchmark Sensex and the Nifty today. A sharp decline of almost 2% for both Sensex and the Nifty, and this is on the back of the kind of crisis that we've been seeing emerging in the Ukraine Russia geopolitical tensions. We have seen the tensions escalate overnight, and there have been reports that Russia has now sent troops in eastern Ukraine, and that has rattled the global markets. We saw the Asian markets decline sharply in the early opening action, followed by the Indian market slipping away, Sensex dropping by 1,000 points, the Nifty opening below 17,000 mark, almost giving up that 16,900 points for a brief opening session as well. Slight recovery after the opening tick, but there is still a decline all across the board. You talk about the broader markets, the mid and small caps, both are down by over 2%. All the sectors are trading in the red, with sharp declines being seen on banks, on metals, on IT, on pharma. You name it, all the sectors are trading with sharp losses as of now. India VIX, the volatility index, has now surged by 20 odd percent, and this is all due to the rising tensions in Ukraine and Russia. Now, if you see, we did see Nikkei, Hang Seng down about 2 to 3 odd percent, reflecting the kind of crisis that we've been seeing in Ukraine, Russia. Mind you, Russian markets tanked 17%, and that exactly was the trigger point for all the sectors, for all the global indices to reflect that kind of attention. Any kind of clouds emerging on the war front is likely to dampen the sentiments across the globe. Of course, the US markets were shut on the back of holiday on Monday, but the futures, US futures, are down sharply as well, reflecting that it could be a sharply down opening for the US markets in today's trading session as well as we open in the evening today. Let's come back to the opening levels for the Sensex. 984 points down, or 1.7% of a decline, 56,699. The opening tick for Sensex today. The Nifty was down to 81 points, or 1.6% cut, 16,925. About 254 shares are the only shares that are seeing advancing in the overall markets. 1932 shares have declined, 48 shares remain unchanged. In fact, when you talk about the Nifty index and all the stocks of the Nifty, it's a ratio of 49 is to 1, which means 49 stocks are trading in the red, with only one stock, ONGC, rising and bucking the trend at this point in time. And that is on the back of the crude oil prices rising. Brent crude has now surged over $97 a barrel. And this is also due to the geopolitical tensions as well. So look at the kind of impact that you're having on the stocks. The major losers at this point in time includes the likes of Dr. Reddy's Laboratories, L&T, Asian Paints, TCS, and UPL. The only gainer being ONGC at this point in time. What are the experts saying on this opening level? Siddharth Khemka has talked about Nifty being in a broader range of 16,800 to 17,400. And this is for the last one whole month that he has seen. He is saying that there is a decisive breakout needed for the Nifty beyond 17,400 to get a clear direction. Until that time, he does not rule out volatility to continue, which has been the name of the game in the last 2 weeks in the Indian markets as well. If there is no clear indication from the Ukraine-Russia crisis, if the tensions keep on escalating and de-escalating on a day-to-day basis, you may see the stock markets in a complete volatile zone as well. He also says that further issues like inflation, FII selling, and upcoming Fed rate hike could also add to volatility in the near term as well. Now, when we talk about the crude oil prices, they have jumped to a 7-year high, over $97.35 per barrel, the highest seen since September 2014. Keep an eye out on this. And Brent crude is now inching towards that dreaded $100 a barrel mark. Remember, in the last 3 months or so, in the Indian markets, we've not seen the fuel price change on petrol and diesel right ahead of the elections. For oil prices to jump beyond $100 a barrel, it would mean added on pressure for the OMCs. And there could be a heightened expectation of a sudden shock on the prices of fuel, petrol, and diesel after the elections to cover up the gap of the losses on the margins that OMCs are facing. Talk about gold, which is considered safe haven. Any kind of uncertain situation, people rush from the risky assets towards the safe haven assets like gold. Gold prices have hit a 9-month high on Tuesday as Russia ordered troops into breakaway regions of eastern Ukraine, boosting demand for the safe haven metal. Spot gold was up by almost 0.2% at $1,909 per ounce. So, this is again going to be an important factor to watch out for. You will need to get back to your drawing board with the financial advisors to understand what this means for your portfolio. Although most of the experts who we've been speaking with do believe that this is not a situation to be panicky or to sell off everything that you have in your portfolio. You need to wait and watch for the situation to clear out. For traders, this could mean a wait and watch as well. Getting into a situation which is highly volatile in the stock markets may actually mean you may end up burning your fingers as well. Some more stocks to watch out for today. Keep an eye out on HDFC Bank. Securities Appellate Tribunal has quashed the SEBI order against HDFC Bank. You may see a positive reaction once things settle down. NHPC, the firm has said 120 megawatt Seva 2 power station in Mashka and Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir has resumed power generation. Another positive stock-specific news. Vedanta, the company has made an oil discovery in its exploratory well in Rajasthan's Barmer district. Again, a positive. So you may see Vedanta also showing some positive action once things settle down. Krishna Diagnostics. Himachal Pradesh has given an order to the company for providing diagnostic and laboratory services. Another positive. So many stock specific news items are positive. You may see some action on this front as once you see things settling down. Of course, the opening action was sharply lower, but we did see slight recovery from the opening levels as well. We'll need to keep an eye out on how things pan out globally to be able to understand what kind of scenario may unfold from here on. I'll keep getting you all the news and updates around the stock markets and what's buzzing on D Street. Till then, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Do give a thumbs up to this video if you like it, and I'll keep getting you everything that you need to know may impact your investments. Thanks a lot for tuning in. For now.